Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading. December 19, 2024. Well, I have an interesting topic about neuro rights today because I received a message from somebody on Quora regarding I guess he listened to my complaint to Daniel Isaacs about, well, the thefts of my property and how that unless I'm being surveilled, nobody would know where those items were. So I'm going to read to you how this person responded. He says, file a claim, an FTCA, against the DOJ, Department of Justice, demanding that they terminate the illegal BCI, which is a brain-computer interface, in the targeted individual's eye. And once the DOJ complies with that claim, that individual will no longer be targeted. Gang stalkers will no longer be able to spy through your eyeball. You will no longer be electronically harassed. And he puts in parentheses, schizophrenic. The voices in your head will go away. And you will get monetary compensation to restart your life. So I did a little research. And it was on how to suing the government for negligence, the Federal Tort Claims Act. That is the FTCA, Federal Tort Claims Act. If you're injured by a government agency, you may be able to sue under the Federal Tort Claims Act. This is dated December 13, 2021. Making a claim under the Federal Tort Claims Act, FTCA, it's a doctrine of sovereign immunity prevented ordinary people from suing the king. Sovereign immunity carried over to the United States government until lawmakers passed the FTCA in 1946. Now, you can sue the federal government in some cases, but you have to follow special rules. The FTCA is meant to compensate people for injury, property loss, or death caused by negligent or wrongful act or omission of any employee of the government. Now, we all know that some of these people perpetrating crimes against us actually don't work for the government. That's why they have little agencies like InfraGard. You know, they work under the government, like the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, fusion centers and stuff, right? The intelligence agencies, which is the government. So they do this for plausible deniability. But this broad-sounding mandate is subject to a lot of fine print. You might have a claim under the FTCA if you were injured by a federal government employee, the employee was acting within the scope of their duties, the employee was acting negligently or wrongfully, and the negligent or wrongful act caused you harm. If you have any documentation that your claim meets these requirements, that you may file an administrative claim within 2 years of the date you were harmed. And as targeted people, we're harmed all the time. So there's actually no statute of limitations for torture. Okay, there's zero statute of limitations for torture. You must file an administrative claim before you can sue the federal government in court. So first you have to file this claim. You have to make it known, and then they have to respond to you. They have to respond within 6 months. And until they respond, you still have that time. So the state governments were historically entitled to the same sovereign immunity as the federal government, but every state has passed its own version of the Tort Claims Act. Individuals can typically sue state and local or county governments if they follow the special rules. Learn about the rules in your state with injury claims against your state, and they've got a link here. To file an administrative claim, it's a lawsuit against another person or business. You can typically go straight to court. But you want to sue the federal government, you first file an administrative claim. So you file a claim with the federal agency that caused you harm. This becomes problematic for targeted people because we're not exactly sure which of the agencies has caused us the harm. Is it the FBI, the CIA, the NSA? You know, is it, we don't know. So, for example, if you slipped and fell at the post office, you would file your administrative claim with the U.S. Postal Service. The easiest way to prepare for your administrative claim is to use the federal government's standard form 95. It's called SF 95. You can find the form online or request a copy from the federal agency that caused you harm. You must file your claim within 2 years. You have 2 years from the date you were injured or your property was damaged to file your administrative claim. Well, mine is ongoing, so it's like every 2 years I've got a claim, right? So if you wait too long, your claim will be rejected as untimely, and you won't be able to file a lawsuit in federal court for money damages. Include facts and all damages in your claim. Your administrative claim must include the exact amount of money you're asking for and enough facts about your case to allow the agency to investigate your claim. The SF-95 will walk you through the information that you have to provide. Don't lowball your claim. You won't be able to ask for more money in your lawsuit than you ask for in your claim without new evidence. I've said this 1,000 times. You always ask for more money. Way more. And the thing is, what targeted people go through literally is off the charts. It's every day of your life. This is not, like my apartment was broken in a year ago or 9 months ago. It just happened once. This is ongoing every day, something else. So your claim's got to be really high, and factor that in. Factor in all the times that you could not work, all of the damage that was done, everything that was stolen from you, how it affected you emotionally, all your doctor bills, filing fees, right? If you hire an attorney, and probably in these cases you should, all of those fees. And the agency has 6 months to respond to your claim. They have 6 months to rule on your claim, and in some cases the federal agency might admit your claim is, they might agree that your claim is valid and offer to pay you some or all of the money of damages you requested. Or the agency may deny your claim or offer you less than what you think your claim is worth. Then, only when they make the determination, then you have 6 months to file a lawsuit. So first you're filing a claim against the agency. When they respond, they can either pay you out, say they agree, deny all or part of your claim, offer you less money, and if you disagree with them, you can then file your lawsuit within 6 months. The federal agency rules on your claim. You have 6 months from the date at which the decision is mailed to you to file a lawsuit. Again, don't delay. File your lawsuit as soon as possible after receiving the agency's decision to avoid having your lawsuit dismissed as untimely. You don't have to sue the agency until they rule on your claim. If the agency fails to rule on your administrative claim within 6 months, you may wait for the agency's decision to file your lawsuit. As long as the federal agency is still considering your claim, there is no time limit for you to file a lawsuit in federal court. The 6-month time limit only begins to run out once the agency has ruled on your claim, and then the 6 months begins. After you've gone through the process outlined above, it's called exhausting your administrative remedies. You may file a lawsuit in federal court to pursue money damages from the government. Filing your lawsuit in federal court. You must file in the United States District Court, either where you live or where your claim arose. Since they're discussing 2 years, the claim would be here in Kentucky. If you slipped and fell at a post office while visiting your parents in Arizona, let's say, you would then file your lawsuit in California or Arizona. You can ask for more money in your lawsuit than you asked for in your administrative claim. Oh, you can't, unless you present newly discovered evidence. So that would be, let's say you're waiting, you filed your claim, not your lawsuit, you filed your claim, you're waiting for them to rule on it, and more evidence has surfaced, more damage to your property, more stalking, more harassment. Then at that point, when you file your lawsuit, you can ask for more money based upon the new set of circumstances. Setting your FTCA claim, your federal tort claim. You have two opportunities to settle your claim with the federal government. First, during the administrative claim process, see above, you'll have a chance to negotiate an out-of-court settlement with the government attorney assigned to your case. Then, if you file a lawsuit in federal court, you'll have a second chance to negotiate with a new team of attorneys from the U.S. Department of Justice. Okay? Should you represent yourself or get an attorney? The FTCA is very complex law. You will have the best chance to clear all of the procedural hurdles to overcome the arcane legal defenses of the federal government if you have an experienced lawyer on your side. And as with any personal injury case, if your damages are substantial, and all of us damages are, you're likely to get a better result if you hire an attorney. Learn more about how to find the right attorney for your personal injury case, and they've got a link here. With this, I will post a link to this article. YouTube doesn't like when you post links to outside sources, but I think in this case, I will. Unless, what I'll do is maybe I'll just show you the link so you can go there yourself. I will show you the link here. It's nolo.com/legal-encyclopedia/suing-government-negligence-FTCA-29705.html. Let me show you. And here's the URL. Okay. So I hope you found that interesting. I know that I did. I'd never heard of this. I mean, I've heard of federal court laws, but I didn't realize that you can file a claim against the Department of Justice demanding that they terminate the illegal BCI in the targeted individual's eye, and once the DOJ complies with that claim, the individual will no longer be targeted. Gang stalkers will no longer be able to spy through your eyeball. You will no longer be electronically harassed, and the voices in your head will go away, and you will get monetary compensation to restart your life. Whether or not this is true, I don't know if anybody has petitioned the Department of Justice, have filed a tort claim. Leave a comment down below if you know anybody that has done that. I haven't seen anybody do it. You know, how do I phrase that agency, that alleged nonprofit in the community that's garnering a lot of donations that filed a lawsuit last year? They haven't filed a claim with the FTCA demanding that they terminate the illegal BCI in targeted individuals' eyes. I haven't seen anything like that. Have you? Leave a comment down below. This is Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading. I'm going to sign off for now. I've got to file some complaints myself, so I will talk to you guys soon. And thank you all for joining in the chat last night. It lasted just over 2 hours, and I think we had one perp in the 1 or 2 perps there. I checked to see that person had just opened up their account yesterday, and they named themselves Farm Girl 1978. I don't know. It could have been the girl down the block. So I'm going to sign off for now. Hope everybody's doing well.